Money laundering. What to look out for. Some things never change. Even if money launderers look less like mobsters and more like this. The red flags are timeless. The brightest red flag is always excessive physical cash. Somebody walking around with loads of cash in this age of credit cards is certainly unusual. But it's less strange for the pharmacist who makes end-of-day cash deposits into his business account than it is for a senior government official who has a massive amount of cash deposited into his personal account. Of course, cash is only part of a bigger picture, and there are plenty of other warning signs, such as someone being evasive and not answering your questions properly, or not providing full transaction details. And maybe they keep asking you about confidentiality. Or when someone claims to generate their wealth from their own business and you can't find a web presence for their company. Or they're getting an unusually quick turnover on an investment. Or when someone says something like, "Do you have any investment accounts that don't get reported to SARS?" They may just make you feel uneasy or seem overly aggressive and put pressure on you to push a transaction through. Perhaps there's a group of men dressed in flashy suits waiting in reception to discuss a deal, but the security guards noticed that they arrived in a beaten-up 80s wreck. Sometimes you may even read about your client in the media and realize that something doesn't seem right. They may work in a high-risk industry or jurisdiction like a diamond dealer with a brisk trade in Sierra Leone. And one of the old favorites is borrowing money that is secured by a cash deposit so that it now looks like you have more debt than wealth. These are just some of the signals that should set your alarm bells ringing, and there are plenty more where they came from. And that's why you have to know your client. You have to assess their responses, understand their business, and verify their earnings. If you know who you're dealing with, then you should be able to anticipate how they will transact. And when they don't transact in the way that you expected, you might think, that ain't right. Money laundering is complicated, and its perpetrators can get pretty inventive because it's worth their time and effort. And even though it's a multi-industry problem, it relies on us as financial professionals to realize that eliminating this activity starts with us. Organized crime is big business. That ain't right. So if you see something suspicious, contact compliance and help to stop crime.